So, Eric, I'd like some ice. Could you hand me some ice from your...
I'm sorry, I don't have an ice tray. What could I do instead, I wonder?
A muffin tin.
No! That's a way to use something old to create something new again.
And make some really big ice cubes.
That's a great idea, though, actually. Because I don't have an ice maker. My appliances are so bad.
How bad?
I don't have an ice maker.
That's nuts.
It broke like 6 months ago, and I can't get a guy to come out and do it that I like.
Yeah. But you do have space to put a muffin tin in
Yes,
there.
I do.
See?
And that's going to make me...
Man,
the Muffin Man makes ice. From now on.
All right. Eric Stormer, Cindy Dole, you're listening to Home Wizards, and that's just one of many things that you can do with old things.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
What about if you want to travel with... you've got a diet and you want to use specifically Himalayan salt, not just regular salt. Why not use an old contact lens case? Pepper one side, salt in the other. You got your custom salt blend and pepper blend.
I love that idea. I usually travel with my own Tabasco.
Ooh, that sounds good. Because I like the spicy hot.
Yeah, but this is a really clever way of using that little contact lens.
That's it. Why not? You got a bunch of them laying around, don't you?
I have a couple.
Yeah. You know brown sugar when it gets all clumpy and dry? You know what you can do to rectify the situation?
No.
3-inch long orange peel right in the old box. Guess what? Moist and delicious forever and ever.
So the something old is basically the brown sugar because, it does seem like it becomes a brick.
Yep.
Isn't it?
Always. But if you throw a little 3-inch long, you peel. Next time you peel an orange, just throw that little rind in there. Let it sit.
It's a good secret.
It'll keep the moisture in there.
The other secret that I have for brown sugar, by the way, sugars of all kinds, I keep it in the freezer.
Oh, do you? Does that help?
And it keeps any kind of bugs out of there, too. I could keep flour and sugar and brown sugar like in a Ziploc.
You know, some years back I had an infestation of cupboard moths or whatever they're called. And I'll tell you, that was bad. That was bad.
It comes from the grocery store.
It comes from the store into your house.
It's a gift.
That's why, thank you. The gift that keeps on
That's
giving.
why what? What were you going to say?
That's why freezer works great.
The freezer?
Sometimes all that stuff.
If there's something
the
there,
grain,
it takes them away.
Freeze it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
How about if you had a ribbon, you need to wrap a gift, and the only piece of ribbon that you have left in your wrapping supply kit, it's nice ribbon, but it's kind of wrinkled. Maybe you saved it from Christmas.
Sure, I do that.
And you want to reuse it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's beautiful.
What are you going to do to make it nice and...
Well, if you have a flat iron. Do you have a flat iron? Or why not an iron of any kind? But I guess if you have a flat iron, one of those hair flat irons that maybe Willow might be using.
Yeah, that can be great for the old ribbon.
Yeah.
Flatten it out.
Yeah. It's another way just to kind of recycle that really great ribbon for your, little last-minute gift you've got to wrap up.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You know, my wife always has the earrings laying all over the place. I actually found one in the door handle yesterday as I was driving.
In the door handle of...
Just like in the little place where you open and close your door, there was one earring.
Oh.
And she just doesn't have a place to store the earrings. You know what you can use?
No.
A button.
Oh, like for pierced earrings.
That's right. You just take the button and then through those holes, you latch the earring into the button.
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
That's brilliant.
I know, because it's a larger object and it won't lose the little tiny
earrings. And we all
earrings.
have leftover buttons that come with, you get a shirt and then they give you that spare button.
I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Especially for if you had like a travel and you wanted to make sure it didn't get lost in your suitcase.
Yeah, exactly.
Really smart.
Can I give you another one that I just am passionate about?
What's that?
I've actually talked about this before. When you have a ceiling fan, it always gets the grime on the blade of the ceiling fan, right? And then you go up there with the ladder, you finally get around to it, you spray your hopefully your white vinegar on a towel and you clean it. But what happens? It all falls down onto the bed.
Onto your bed, maybe, yeah.
Right?
Terrible.
Why not take a pillowcase, spray your vinegar or your cleaning solution in the pillowcase, encase the blade with the pillowcase, pull it right back out, and pull it right back, put it over it, pull it back out. Do it again 4 times, and you've cleaned your fan. You have not had the dirt and grime drop onto the bed or the couch. Encapsulates, it's done.
That's genius, because now you're not going to get all that stuff that's floating in the air, especially in allergy season, right?
Agree.
Terrible.
Yeah. You know what else I like?
What's that?
Sometimes you'll have residue on the walls or the mirror when you're spraying. I see this on the hairspray.
Yes.
Right? How do you get that off?
Well, wait, you're saying that when you use your hairspray?
I don't use the hairspray.
Okay,
I used to back in the day when I needed that tall, puffy look. Sure, and the feathers to hold them in place. Yeah, sure, I used it. Who didn't? It was the 80s.
Well, it's men's hair product.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you.
But that makes it's fashionable, right?
So when that stuff shows up on the mirror, how do you get it off? It's tough.
I don't know.
Rubbing alcohol.
Oh.
Right on a rag, just clean the mirror, done.
Yeah, I don't really have that much rubbing alcohol around.
Oh, I do.
I have it in our first aid kit, I guess.
Yeah. I like the rubbing alcohol, by the way. It's, again, inexpensive and effective.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we like vinegar and rubbing alcohol.
I do.
All right. Well, more things that you can do with things you probably have just sitting around the house, and now you go, whoa, what about a baby wipe container?
Yeah.
Right? Or if not baby wipes, I mean, you see those little plastic containers that come like those little Lysol, grime containers where you can use those plastic little lids and boxes to hold all kinds of things, from office supplies to, how about this, maybe yarn. If you're someone,
good.
You know what I mean? If you like to do some knitting.
So it comes out the little slot.
Comes out the slit at
where
the top.
normally the wipe comes out, and then it's easy to cut.
Right.
Then it stays contained. It's not all crazy and out of control. You can stack them. You could even tape or glue the color of the yarn on the side of that box and then stack them.
Oh, my gosh.
Stack them and rack them. Right? That's a good idea.
That's a good project.
Yeah.
So now if you have if there's a knitter in the family, boy, you need to get maybe about 20 of those.
Sure.
To keep all your all of your yarn in order, right?
Can I tell you another thing that I think is genius?
What's that?
Nail polish as a button securer. So when you have the button and if you pull that thread, the whole thing's going to come out.
It's kind of wobbly.
It's going to fly off.
It's on the end of its day.
Throw a little nail polish, either
like
the color of the button or clear.
Oh, okay.
And just glue it up. Just glue that thread right up.
So now you need to keep not only rubbing alcohol and vinegar.
A lot of things you got to
You need to get some clear nail polish. Yeah. That's going to be a little awkward.
That's a lot.
You already have some very shiny nails. But
it's all the delightful protein I consume. You know it. That's right.
Now, if you have kids that are eating popsicles, around the house, why not have a cupcake liner? You kind of put that. You slip the stick of the popsicle through the foil liner.
Oh, the muffin liner thing.
Yes, the muffin liners.
That's a great idea.
And now it's attractive, and maybe it's for kids of all ages. I'm just saying.
Hello, it's one step from a lobster bib.
You might.
Which I should wear all the time.
You know what? My dad would wear this bib. It was actually it wasn't a lobster bib, but it was this very nice a cloth napkin that he had. It was made for men. It had like a hole that you put over the button of your shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
And so when you're sitting at the dinner table, it has this special.
Well, yeah, because what's worse than getting it all that chicken grease all over the shirt?
Yeah. So now you could use these little muffin tins too.
That's a great idea. My daughter always drips the red popsicle juice on her clothes.
Okay, so now I know where you're going. You're going to load up on this and.
Man, I got a lot to get, don't I?
Now I love this idea. Yeah. How many times have you wanted to cook a chicken, a roasted chicken, but you didn't have the actual roasting pan available? Maybe you burned it and it's ruined, or it's in the wash. You can use a cake bunt pan. You know those bunt pans that have the kind of curves? One of those. Okay. Well, it's genius because think about it. Now the bird is kind of sitting vertically.
It looks
almost
like he's
it's
just ready to jump.
Have a conversation with you.
Oh, thanks for cooking me.
But then it has enough room to put all the juices, the potatoes and the carrots and the onions and the seasoning, and you can just sit the bunt pan, on like a cookie sheet to collect any spillover.
That's a good idea.
And now you've got your roasted chicken.
Well, those roasting pans are expensive, so if you don't have the budget right now for the pan, you can use the bunt.
But this is kind of fun. He's sitting up there just saying, thank you for your service.
Pretty cute.
Now, here's something great. We all have leftover CDs, right?
Yeah.
You can use those leftover CDs as an invitation. A black Sharpie, you can say, cocktails at 7, and mail that. How cute.
That's a good idea.
That's
a good idea.
We'll put this on the website, as always, at yourhomewizards.com. Thanks for hanging with us, and until next time, remember this, the key is under the mat. Bye-bye.
I'll light the fire while you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.